This is what I chop up for Pimp C. Let y'all see this. You know. Hold on. Flip it over. Yeah, this is what I be chopping up for Pimp C right here, man. I ain't gave him none in a hot second, but this is what I be chopping up for him. Go to the your meat market, your butcher. Like if they chopping whole cows up or, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You want to get your dog real fat. He a little linked out right now because I ain't really gave this to him in probably over a month. I just been having it down there in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know what? Let me take some of this out. It's a nice little treat. You did. I remember this stuff used to be 19 cents a pound. So many people got dogs go up in there in the butcher now. They want $2 a pound for some shit that they go throw away in the garbage. But this give you the advantage. This give you the advantage. When you're looking at on your dog food, you'll be seeing beef and protein. You know, I mean fat and protein, my bad. You want high fat, high protein. I give them actual real cow fat. Straight off the cow ass. Sometimes it be liver in there, heart in there, you know, lung or something up in there when they cutting them cows up. Everything they throwing away off the cow, I like to give it to my dog. Cause ain't nothing like no real meat, you know what I mean? All that other stuff is processed. So you really wanna chop it down into small little pieces, you know what I mean? This do wonders on a dog, trust me when I tell you that. It do wonders. You want to turn your dog around? You think your dog looking like a clown? Straight up, this puts you ahead of the game. People don't even know that. A lot of people be giving them ground beef. You give them ground beef too. But on some of this stuff, it don't just be beef fat. Like this pieces of fat. It be having pieces of meat on there, muscle on there, and that's what you need to get them dogs. Give them something real, you know what I'm saying? This how I go about it. I ain't gonna lie. Chop these beef scraps up. It's pure fat. But I also can walk Pimp for damn near a whole mile. So it ain't like, you know, you just giving this beef and just let the little dude just be a lazy dude. Pimp can actually walk. He can walk. A lot of micros or small pockets, they can't walk like that and none of that. Pimp could walk, could run, even though he a lazy dude, but I get him out. I walk from here all the way to the gas station and back, straight up, and around a couple blocks too sometimes before I even get back up in the crib. This is beef scrap. You see these? This is scraps from the straight cow. They not telling y'all the real sauce. This is the real sauce. You want to beef any dog that you got, you want to beef them up, you put them on beef scraps. Go to your butcher, find a place where they cutting lamb, cows, and pigs, where they just basically selling meat. Go to the meat market. Say, hey, give me all the beef scraps. I don't feed my dogs swine. Ain't no swine in this house. I don't do the swine. I don't feed them chicken. Chicken is like, you see how it's meat on there? This real meat, this cow meat. I don't cook it. I don't do none of that shit. I give it to them just like this, Jack. So chicken will have your dog like Bruce Lee. Beef will have him like Arnold Schwarzenegger. If, you know, it is. If y'all see Pimp look good. Pimp look good. You want to rule the world, put some merle in your girl. And we also got some Pimp C puppies too, available. We got 8 puppies on 2 different litters. You know what I'm saying? Look at that, that's real meat. This not none of that processed meat that's in the dog food. Now I ain't saying don't give your dog no dog food, but I'm saying add something real to it. I give them real cow fat and take that little nigga on a walk. Take that dude on a walk. Walk that little motherfucker. Straight, or that big motherfucker. You know, how I'm trying to do with my dogs, I want them to be small, but I want them to be functional. I want them to be able to walk, where you can walk them. You know, these are designer dogs. I wouldn't say they just dogs that you just leave them out in that heat like they Ethiopians or some shit like that. No, don't Ethiopian your dog, man. Do not Ethiopian your dog, man. This real beef scraps right here, Jack. When you're giving them this fat, you want to walk them. Because guess what? Fat turns into muscle. Now, what I used to do was I get some protein from out of the just regular human protein. I used to give them human protein in this. But what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm gonna start getting me some plant-based proteins, because it was messing up his coat a little bit. So get you some plant-based protein, and you ain't got what you call it, because I don't buy the most expensive food in the world for the dogs. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, none of that shit. I done had my dogs off of Benefood or Puppy Chow. First of all, I feed all my puppies Puppy Chow. I started feeding my puppies Puppy Chow because my dealing with these exotics, they'd get rickets. So when I had feeding them all this expensive other stuff, they got rickets, and then they put me back on Puppy Chow, and the vet was like, start them off on Puppy Chow, so they get the straight nutrients, the frost fat or whatever that is, and something else. Look at this. This ain't bacon, man. It's a straight cow, straight beef. So I was giving that to them. Had to get that to them to straighten out their rickets, because these puppies hold weight. Certain I let them eat. I don't be stingy with my dogs. I let these little things eat, for real. So by me letting them eat, they didn't have the proper balanced diet with the food that I was feeding them. So they bones started to bend. And when they bones started to bend, they gave me this special type of food that was made by Pedigree. And once I finished, they were like, just feed them regular Puppy Chow. That's all you got to do. Now, when I had other dogs, when I wasn't dealing with the exotics, as far as just pocket dogs, I could feed them anything. But when them exotics, gotta be that Pedigree. Look at that meat. It's straight meat. Get this from, like I said, your meat market. This is most definitely going to put weight on your dog overall. Coat and everything. Omega-3 fatty acids, because it's pure fat. You want this. This is what you want, Jack. You want this. You learned this from 708 Exotics. But you also want to make sure your dog is dewormed. Now, the proper dewormer is quad dewormer. Use quad dewormer. Because out of the four worms, you kill all four worms. Now, you got heartworms and stuff like that, so, But you want quad dewormer. It's going to have that dog looking nice, thick, and everything. And you going to be in the game. Quad dewormer. On the real. You give them just a little bag. Now, look how the bag is. I just give them a little bag. I just add this in their food every day. But like I said, I ain't put this in Pimp Food in over a month. It could have been 2 months. It's been a long time. But I got a big old bag of this in a freezer. So, when you get it, cut it up. Get you some scissors to cut up. You know what I'm saying? This beef, this cow fat and muscle. That's what it is. It ain't for humans. It's for the dogs. This is the stuff that they throw away. If you want your dog to be healthy, want to have a nice shiny coat, want them to be thick, this what you do right here. This is the natural steroids right here, my friend. Natural steroids. Look at this. Beef. You see the muscle up in there? This muscle. This meat. Because everybody used to feed their dog that processed food. You dig what I'm saying? So I want to add something real to it. When you go up in there, you look at the fat content, 20% fat, 30% protein, But I add my own natural fat to it, straight off a cow. That's what I do. You know what I mean? And you can't go wrong. I promise you. 30 days of this, it's over with. Well, maybe where you at, you can get it cheap because where I'm at, everybody be buying this. So they raised the price up to $2 a pound. You know what I'm saying? I don't even be weighing this stuff. I just throw it in the bag. And what I do, I put this in the bag and I put it in the freezer. And then every morning I just take a bag out, flip it out, throw it on top of his food. And it don't even worry about it because this beef, it can stay on this food until the next morning and it still ain't spoiled. It still ain't nothing. I've been doing it for years. I've been doing this for years. You just gotta freeze it. So after you chop it up, put them in these little bitty bags, stick it up in the freezer. I'm giving y'all game. I'm giving y'all game. You want to turn that dog with the sunk in stomach? You want to fill them out? This how you fill them out. Like I said, chicken, Bruce Lee. Beef scraps, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's the difference. Yeah, you want that dog to turn out. This is what you do. And then you get your little, you ain't got to be buying all that Bully Max and all that shit. You can go get some human protein. But what I advise, just get some plant-based protein that's made out of plants. Plant-based proteins, or you get some calorie supplements. They got calories up in it. I got some stuff that got calories up in it, but it make my dogs run. So you got to find the balance that to giving them more calories, but you ain't even got to give them more calories when you're giving them this fat. Oh, and they love it too. Oh, they love this. They chow down. They get down for the crown for this. They love this fat. You'll see. You ever get some, go to your local meat market and just get you some. And give it to your dog. Make sure you use the quiet dewormer. Because with quiet dewormer, you ain't got to take no samples to your vet and all this other extra shit. Go straight to PetSmart or Petco. Get some quiet dewormer for whatever weight your dog is. It's a pill. I like the one pill thing. When you just give him one pill or 2 pills or 3 pills for his weight. And that's it. You ain't got to deworm his ass no more. You hit him with that. Whatever worm he got up in him, go come up out that ass, Jack. For real, for real. So what kind of meat you say that was? I'm trying to switch my dog over to raw. That's the best advice. Look, I don't even give my dog all raw. I don't give him this just beef scraps. I add this with his food. You know what I'm saying? I add it with his food. This put that weight up on him. You know what I mean? You could buy you some good food and just, I don't give a care if you bought good food or bad food. You add this with that dog in that dog bowl. You put this in his bowl, add this to his diet. He is most definitely go get bigger. I promise you. This is the secret sauce right here. He is gonna get swollen. He gonna get bigger. He gonna get thicker. His coat gonna be shinier. It's gonna be fuller because this is cow. This 100% cow fat right here. He gonna get, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some other shit. This the cheat sheet right here. They might and you know what? When you go to your butcher, depending on what type of town you is, if people ain't up on this in your town, they'll give this shit to you free because they used to give it to me free. They used to give it to me free, and then all the guys start coming inside the butcher, and now they want to charge. Then they start charging 19 cents a pound. Then they start charging $1 a pound. Now they at $1.99 a pound. But you still got to get it. You ain't got to add a whole lot of this in their food neither. You just put a little bit up in there. You go see the results. You go see the results. If for some reason it seemed like the dog be happier when you put this beef in this stuff. I don't know what's up in here, but the dog be happier. He be thicker. Coat look better. You know, you can always add you some salmon oil or some type of oil, and then I give you the game on the oil. If you go get a restaurant like a Hell's Chicken or a Shark's Fish or something like that, they got a big ass container in the back of that stove where they dump all their oil at. So they done got all the fat and the grease about the meat is inside the oil. That's another way to put weight on your dog. You go back there and you get some of that damn oil. It's just like getting, what's that, liquid gold or something. Except you ain't got to pay for it. You're like, hey, can I get some of that oil right there? Go to a restaurant that don't do nothing but fried food or fried fish and get that oil. Because that fat is in that oil. These are little cheap, like a cheat sheet, Jack. But I know for sure, if everything else fails, you give them this, it's a whole different dog. They be like, man, what you feeding your dog and this and that? This the secret. This most definitely the secret. My homie be like, man, don't be showing them niggas that shit. Man, let me tell you something. I need competition. My dog be shitting on dogs. Every time somebody see my dog, man, what the hell you feeding your dog? But you got to be on my page to find out. Just like when I had a litter, the whole litter had parvo. And how I cured a whole litter of puppies with full-blown parvo. You got to be on my page to find these type of things out. This is going to save you money from that vet. Because the whole thing about that vet is to charge your ass. That vet want his money and he want it right now. That vet don't care. He gonna tell you some shit like, oh, 1,400, 1,500, 2,000, but ain't no guarantee your dog will live. I can show you exactly how to cure parvo. As soon as that motherfucker get to acting funny, he lethargic, them eyes get low like he been smoking weed, he falling over to the side, can't really walk, give your homie a call, 702-504-5915. It ain't gonna cost you a lot, but it's gonna cost you something. Trust me. And I guarantee what I tell you, gonna knock the parvo dead up out his ass so fast, you gonna be like, it's a miracle. You dig what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah, this the end of the fact. So yeah, get y'all some beef scraps, some beef fat, and all that. And if y'all need some puppies, we got some puppies available too. I bred Pimp C. Pimp C is, when you go back in his bloodline, Pimp C from his mama them from Big LA from the West Coast, from Las Vegas, West Coast blood, nano blood. Big La is a big dog out on the West Coast, something similar to a Bape to the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? He rolled with Bull Sachi and all that stuff. He that type of blood, that type of dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what blood he in. I bred him to basically a muscle tone female, her whole top muscle tone. So I got some clean exotic / pocket type thing going on. Like exotic American bully mixture of blood, because I wanted them clean. Like I said, I want functional dogs. That's what I need. Dogs that can function, that you can walk, that don't got that high ass rear end, them fucked up ass feet, messed up ass elbows, But if that's what you into, I ain't knocking your hustle. I'm just not into no lazy ass dog. I want to look good and can actually walk. If you want to go out for a 30-minute walk, 40-minute walk, you most definitely could do it with them. I ain't gonna say you could do it with them in the most extreme temperatures though. These are not pit bulls, my friend. These are exotic bullies. What I'm trying to do is clean that breed up. You did the best way I know how. And that's it. That's all. Beef scraps, man. So look at here. We got one. Hold on. Let's run this count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We 9 deep. Just 9 days. So I get it. I'm gonna take this one out. Just give this to him. So with these other ones, hold on one second. This is how basically I do. Hold on, hold on. Gotta wash this. These scissors off. Get a bag. So I better just give me a bag. I'll take these beef scraps. Just throw them in the bag. Sure. Make sure they don't fall over now. Throw them in the bag. So that's 9 days. Do them like this. Now put these miles in the freezer. Bop. Throw them just like that. And then every day, I'll just take one out. I'll take it out frozen. And I'll give it to the dog because they'll chew on it while it's frozen. Or they'll wait for it to melt. At the end of the day, that's how you get your dog thick. I'm about to